Have mercy on we, Biafra. Lord, give us a freedom. Have mercy on we, Biafrans, and give us a freedom. Oh Lord, have mercy on we, Biafrans, and give us a freedom. Father, we need our leader. Prophet, we need our leader. We need our leader. Yeah, man. The evil and wicked British and Fulani Caliphate can't stop the sun from shining from the east of God. And so Biafrans all over the globe, are you feeling me, chanting? Why you know I feel you from my location, you know. We are going back to our homeland now. So we are roots to go Kike. Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to where Jehovah rules. We are going back to our homeland now. So we are roots. Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to Biafra city. We are going back to our homeland now. So we are roots. Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to where Jehovah rules. We are going back to our homeland now. So we are roots. Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to Biafra city. I got to tell you, we no fear wicked British, we no fear Britain, we no fear them, Boko Haram, we no fear them, we no fear Fulani Caliphate, we no fear them, we no fear Mietiala, we no fear them, bandit kill, we no fear them, Janjaweed, we no fear them, Al-Qaeda, we no fear Lucifer, we no fear you Satan, we no fear little demons, we no fear Leviathan, we no fear little junkies, little Janjaweed. Obasanjo and his entire generation died and was buried in our Biafran. You think it is business as usual? This is the new generation of Biafran. For your information, if you don't mind, mad people everywhere. Mad people. I have to know, man. We are going back to our homeland now. So we are roots to go Kike. Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to where Jehovah rules. We are going back to our homeland now. To our roots. Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to Biafra cities. We are going back to our homeland now. To our roots. Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to where Jehovah rules. We are going back to our homeland, to our roots. Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to Biafra city. We are going back to our homeland, to
Yeah, greetings everyone. This is Pastor Vam 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 here, Rafael Chiamaka. I should have made this a live broadcast, but I opted to make it a recorded one because of the video I want to attach, and I don't want to struggle with the audio. Now, the title here is Tinubu has made our freedom much more easier. Everything about Biafra actualization has been made easier for us by the zoo itself. And I'm attaching this video by a certain white man. I don't know where he's from, whether he's British or American. I think he should be an American. Galloway is his name, a very famous broadcaster. And I just wish there are more of this guy among the white folks. And the truth is that every journalist, every broadcaster in this world know what this white guy knows. Galoway. Every one of them. Both those in CNN, those in BBC, those in Al Jazeera, those in French 24, those in DW, every one of them in Sky News, name them, the international media, all of them know the truth that this guy knows. One tribal bigot, one Yoruba tribal bigot, came up with a call to this our friend. I call him our friend because there are very few white people that are actually our friend. But this guy here, I wish I can have an Igbo title for him. The guy called and tried to, you know, how they mesmerize with their lies. Tinubu, Yoruba, and this and that he's a good man, he has done this, he has done that. And he's a Muslim and all that. After saying all those things, Galloway told him, the only thing you have said that is new to me is the fact that Tinubu is a Yoruba and that he's a Muslim. And the fact that he's a Muslim, I have no problem with it. The fact that he's a Yoruba guy, it is not my problem. But the problem I have is that he is the worst person to ever be a president. And you know the beautiful thing about Biafra actualization now is that the zoo looked for who they would choose as their president. And they chose the most corrupt, the most terrible, the worst criminal of them all is the one they chose as their Presidiot. So it makes it more easier for us. So I don't need to explain more than I should because Galloway actually said it all. And Galloway, I will look for a better and a proper title for you. I just wish you could see this video and acknowledge that we, the Biafran people, have always been saying this from time immemorial. Even our leader, Mazin Namdekan, who is held in their dungeon, have always said it. He actually said that he was, this Tinubu, the criminal you know, Mr. Galloway, this criminal you know, is the one that Mazin Namdekan actually actually said he was the one that would be their president. And everything Mazin Namdekan says comes to pass. And today, they have him in their dungeon, having kidnapped him from Kenya. That is a long story for my audience this afternoon who already knows it. And I'm sure, Galloway, you also know it. I wish I could have my time to call in on your program and also educate you on what Biafrans are going through and what we have done and why we have decided to break away. And this choosing of Tinubu as their president have actually made it much easier for us because it is confirmed. It is confirmed that the zoo must come to an end. That is, they have come to the end of the crossroads. My name is Rafael Chiamaka, aka Pastor Vam Vam Vam. Please watch this video attached and share this program and let it go viral. I love you, but Chuko Kikabiama loves you more. Thank you very much for joining me this afternoon. Blessings, everyone. Thank you.
Jimmy, go ahead.
Thanks a lot, George. I've been a regular viewer of your show for many years. I just wanted to say,
Thank you.
yeah, I just wanted to say, with regards to Nigeria, we need to be quite careful about it. Because, yeah, indeed, there were some discrepancies in the last election, but it's not enough to say who won or who did not win. I would just like to say opposition to the current president has led to a lot of spike of violence against his ethnic group, the Yoruba people. And this is where we need to be careful as to how people frame the problems they have with the president. Because at the moment, if care is not taken, the way a lot of independent journalists, so to say, are framing these things up, it might lead to another brutal ethnic clash. And as you know, my country experienced a civil war in 1967 between the then breakaway Biafra region and the rest of the country. I'm afraid we might be heading in that direction again. So I would like you to please take a step back and actually review the dynamics to the last election. Because we can't say for sure that Peter Obi won that election. A lot of, we do vote on the basis of religion and ethnicity, but most Nigerians are Muslims, and we voted for Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Whatever problems people have with him is fair, but he's the person most of us voted for. And I think the more people are going after him on a personal level, as against going for INEC, which is the body responsible for elections, civilians from my ethnic group are being targeted. And I just called because I've seen a lot of conversations surrounding him, and I want you to be aware of the risk he poses on the ground. Thank you.
Well, look, there's no question of me taking a step back. I'm merely hosting a show in which all kinds of people are invited. Every 5 minutes, I invite everyone to call the show to give their point of view. And you just have, very succinctly indeed, you have taught me something. I had absolutely no idea that Tinubu was from the Yoruba people. That's the only good thing about him. And my contempt for him has zero to do with the fact that he's a Muslim, and zero to do with the fact that he comes from the Yoruba people. These two things are the only two good things about him. I'm against him because he's a crook. I'm against him because he's a thief. I'm against him because he's a bagman for the bigger thieves. In Chicago, Illinois, I'm against him because he forged his election papers. I'm against him because INEC forged his victory in the election. Am I supposed to turn a blind eye to all these things because he's a Muslim, because he's a Yoruba, because this may lead to ill feeling to his people? When I express my contempt for Rishi Sunak, I'm not hating on Indian Hindus. I'm hating on Rishi Sunak for everything except the fact that he's an Indian Hindu. I parked that. I have no interest in that. I'm against Sunak for a whole range of other reasons. I'm against Tinubu for a whole range of other issues. Now, I invite all points of view to enter this debate over Nigeria. If we had a Moats Africa, we could do it exclusively every week on that show tailor-made for the African audience. But we don't have that, so we can't talk about Nigeria every single week, every single show. But we had David on in advance of the court decision. We've now had him on after the court decision, which I followed closely. and which was every bit as farcical as David Hundian described it. What are we supposed to do? Not do so? Accept that the greatest African country is run by a crook? A forger? No, I will never accept that. I have too much respect for all the peoples of Nigeria.